Hiya, I'm Kerry and I'm here for 30 minutes of mindful Mobilates, sitting, standing, lying down Pilates, super gentle. And this week, an extra focus on the mindful element because it's part of Mindspace Week at Virtual Village Hall. Been lots of extra things going on to do with mental health fundamentally, and this mindful approach that you can have during exercise, but during movement and just living generally. We're just going to embrace all of that today, as we do every week, but even more so. So if you're here, say hello. It's always good to know who's live. I always catch it afterwards if I don't catch you here. I can see. Hello, Irene. Nice to see you. And we're going to start with, it's called havening. And just starting with a gentle stroke down the sides of your arms. It might be something you've come across before, or it might be something completely new, but it's a really nice way to calm yourself and focus yourself. Who's that coming in? Hi, Jackie. Nice to have you here. And thinking what mindfulness really means. It can sound a little mystical sometimes, a little bit vague maybe, but it's really about focusing on the present moment. I'm just checking comments. I'm in the present moment in every way. So yeah, it's just being able to bring your focus to the present moment. When you have a lot of stuff going on in your head, it can be really difficult to be in that moment. You're so busy thinking about what you've got to do, what you haven't done, what's already happened. But the only place you can truly be is in the here and now. And mindfulness is all about focusing yourself to that. And when we're doing mindful movement, it's about focusing ourselves through movement and thinking, how does it feel? Where can we sense the sensations or the tingles? At the moment, they're just coming down your arms, and we're going to move them into the hands and the fingertips. All I want you to focus on is breathing all the time. And this stroking sensation, and whatever you feel with this. You might think, oh, my hands are a bit cold, or that just feels nice, or it feels tingly, or I can feel it in one bit more than the other. Perfect. And then we can rub our hands. I do this when I'm trying to warm my hands up. I get a lot of cold hands, cold feet. Thankfully not yet, because the weather has been much warmer than it would normally be. So just stroking, rubbing. And then it's like washing your face. So you can just press your hands as heavily as you like, or you can go very strokey, light fingertips. Close your eyes and tune into the sensation. I'm standing, but you can do this sitting. And you might find the lighter you touch, the more pleasant it is, or you might find you respond better to that really firm touch and lots of pressure. Taking it into the hair. So I can't run my fingers through my hair as easily as I can when it's down. So I tend to go into a more of a combing action. But anything you like, could be pressing down like that, could be giving it a good rumple through, whatever feels nice. Let's take it down our necks. And the intention with these moves is to feel safe, to soothe, just to feel nice, and to feel like we're really here in this moment. We're not thinking about what we're cooking tonight, people we've got to care for, stuff we've got to do, whether things need doing around us. Just thinking of how this feels, where we are right now. Last one, let your arms float down and grow tall. Check what your feet are doing. What position are they in? We're looking for them to be parallel. And if you look down, the gap between them is about a paperback book. And if you're sitting, you can put 2 fists between your knees, and that normally gives you that space. From here, we're going to grow tall. Give the back of your head a little tap, enough for sensation. We're going to use that sensation, take that tingle, back a little. You'll feel the weight just drop slightly into your heels. If you're sitting, it goes into the bumpy bits of your bottom, the sitting bones. You might feel your back just slightly goes backwards. Right, so we're feeling like that head is leaning against a wall. Turn your head one way and the other. Nothing else is moving. Everything else is super relaxed. That's it. And you might hear noises. You might hear noises from my end at the background. I live near the city centre. I can hear sirens. So I know they're there. And they're starting to fade. And we'll have quiet again. Bring it back to the centre. We're going to take the nose on an infinity symbol. That's like a figure 8 on its side. And just take it to draw that shape. Like there's a little felt tip, nib, or point at the end of your nose. That's it. And then making that smaller, smaller, and smaller. You notice I keep closing my eyes. It makes things more mindful because you concentrate less on what you're looking at. You might listen more to what I'm saying, but you'll also focus more within. Right, let's go into the shoulders. So starting to roll them forward, up, round the back, and taking it nice and slow. Let's bring some breath in as we do this. So breathing in through your nose if you can. And then breathing out, nose or mouth. Nice and slow. See how slow you can do it. And as well as your shoulders moving around, can you get any sensation from your fingertips on the sides of your thighs? You can tune into that. Don't get too lost in the noises that the shoulders will make. They are, there's a lot of stuff going on in shoulder joints, so they can be quite noisy. But usually those sounds don't necessarily mean pain. I mean, if it's painful, really painful, make it much smaller. But usually it's just a bit discomforting as you hear those sort of snap, crackle and pop type noises. Tune into how your fingers feel here. Maybe I'm just drawing my middle finger, just drawing like a little circle on the thigh. Just tune into that. And then taking that down. Little wriggle of the arms, like the silky ribbons. That's it, wriggle of the legs. And the other leg. Perfect, right. We're going to go into the heels. I'm going to sit down for this one. Taking one heel up, down, the other heel up and down. Close your eyes if you want to. The rest of your body sits up and grows tall or stands and grows tall. And if you're standing, you might want your arms outwards for extra balance assistance, or put your fingers on something, side of a wall, mantelpiece, kitchen worktop if you're in the kitchen. And let's concentrate on one foot. I'm going to go for this one. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to go for the other one. Deliberately choose the one that you don't want to go for. Do that one first. Just rolling around the front part of your foot, each way, going right to the edge. Close your eyes if you can. And if you're standing, I suggest you stand with the foot slightly forwards. So you can just concentrate on that sensation. And again, you may want to touch something if you've got your eyes closed. And then we're going to lift the foot slightly off the floor and start to rotate the ankle, circles backwards and forwards, side to side. If you're sitting, you might want to use your hands to bring your leg up. Sometimes it helps to use a cushion if your leg is really heavy and you just don't feel you can lift it very easily. So just putting a cushion under there will just give you enough room. So my foot's not totally off the floor, but there's enough room to get some circling into this ankle. If I flex my toes, that helps as well. And getting all the directions. So if you can't circle, side to side, up and down. And then we're going to swap to the other side. I'll stand for this one. So circling around the front of your foot, both ways. Note the bits that you can't get that much sensation from, tune into them more. I find that outer edge where around the little toe is not as sensitive as the inner edge. And then lifting the foot and seeing if you can get the movement from the ankle rather than the leg, side to side, up and down, round and round, and then take them down. And then we're going to take our legs, we're going to take them together. That's where we're going. I'm just thinking it's going to look different when you're sitting. If you're standing, legs together, heels together, feet to out in a soft V. It's like a 10 to 2, 5 to 2, sort of 5 to 1 rather, on a clock. So it doesn't have to be sort of super turnout. It's just a little V. So you're in this shape. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze your bottom, squeeze it together. Tune into the sensation. If you're sitting, the heels come together, the legs won't, the knees will be outwards. I want you to press into the floor and squeeze the legs together. And if you're sitting, I want you to lean forwards, hands are on your legs and your back is straight, weight goes into your feet, and then push back through the floor. You can use your arms as well if you want to. Choices is to either push through the floor and your arms are not doing the work, or use the arms as well. If you're standing, you've got this position. Ooh, just a little bend. Arms can come out to the side and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. That's the last one. Now we're going to turn the feet the other way. So bring them together, turn the heels outwards. Just have a little rock. The toes are in, the heels are out. There's more rotation inwardly on your hips, so it can feel a little weird. Have a little walk. It's a bit sort of like the reverse of a penguin. If you're sitting, you'll find your knees are coming. So instead of being like this, we were externally rotated. Now we're internally rotated. So your knees will be coming in and just having a little walk, a little waddle, and seeing how that feels. Make a whole mat move as I do it. And then bringing the feet back, taking them out wider, turned out a little, go as wide as you comfortably want to. A little bit of softness, like you're just about to sit down if you're standing, and if you're sitting, you'll be sitting on the chair. And we're just going to bring the arms into this teapot shape and alternate each side. That's it. If you want to sit down a little lower as you do that and come up, you can. And if you're sitting, you can, although you can't you can't go downwards because the chair's there, you can press your feet into the floor as your arm comes out to the side. So just pressing down, like trying to push through the floor. Combining it with your breath, you've got the option to close your eyes anytime if it feels safe to do so. Last one. And then bring the arms up, walk the legs inwards, but still wide-ish, not as narrow as when we started. And then just letting the arms float around you, letting the body move. So if you're standing, you'll find your heel and your leg turns, so your heel comes off the floor. If you're sitting, you get a little bit of movement in the legs. And then make this bigger if you want to. Your arms can fly through the air and fall onto the body, or they can stay really gentle like that. Another option if you're sitting is just to slide up and down. Let the elbow go back and your head moves with the body. I love this sort of turning movement when the whole body goes together. It's a really nice way to release tension. And then bring it back to the center. We're just going to go into a little balance. So taking the weight into one leg, if you're sitting on the chair, just take yourself slightly over to one side and forwards. So on the chair, I'll show you how this looks. We're going to take this foot, so it's forwards, my leg's roughly at 90 degrees, maybe a little bit bigger. And I'm just drawing, it's about a quarter circle with my foot lightly on the floor. My body's staying forwards, I'm trying to stay tall. This leg is holding me here. And the arms could go here, could go here, could rest here if you like, even guiding your leg in and out. If you're standing, that leg might want to float or it might want to draw the circle. I'm just going to come onto a bit of mountain floor. Oh, you can see me. And if it is as wobbly as mine is, you might want the chair there. Just a finger might be enough just to give your body that feeling of stability. Just a fingertip. And we're going in about a semicircle. That's it. Last one, other side. So if you are using a chair, swap round so the supporting leg next to the chair. And you really need to grow tall with this one to give your leg room to circle. So it might be like this. It might be that your foot is lower on the floor and it doesn't go out as far. That's fine. That's it. You might want to challenge yourself and your balance by bringing your hands into the center. I would say closing your eyes. Oh, but I think that's going to be, maybe not too bad. Feels a little wobbly, but I like a challenge. And then bring back to the center. Give them a little wriggle, a little walk. We're going to go into a roll down. You might want to do a hinged roll down. So that's when you stick your bottom out. Your legs, see mine are slightly bent. You could bend them a lot more if you want to. Take it down and then just tuck your bottom under. Let that ripple spread up. Use your hands as well to push you up. If you're sitting, it's exactly the same idea. Forwards, tuck under. Feel your lower back round and it spreads. And your hands help push you to upright. You can have a little wriggle, a roll, and repeat. And you can go super low if that feels good, but you're looking for this back to be straightish rather than curved over for this one. And one more. And then I want you to take yourself down to lying on your mat. Maybe on your bed. You could take the duvet off so you've got a firm surface. You might want a cushion for your head. I'm going to change the camera so you can see me better on the floor. And lying on your back, legs are bent. And you're going to need space for your legs and space for your arms. So just check you've got both those things. That's it. And think what's comfortable for your legs. Do they want to be a little wider? Do the knees want to fall in and the feet stay outwards? Whatever feels good for you. I'm coming in. I'm just so used to being in this sort of position where everything's spaced, but it's really about what's most comfortable. The bend in the legs tends to be kinder on the back, so it means we can relax more. And then give things a wriggle. Maybe let your head have a turn from side to side. You should be looking up towards the ceiling, not behind you. So you might want a little bit of support here. Could be a rolled up towel or a mini cushion or a small cushion or pillow. And then rest your hands somewhere low. I like them around my hip bones. Some people like to have this like diamond sort of shape, thumb and first finger together. And just tune into what's happening here. We're going to take a breath in. I want you to feel it here, here, all the way here and round the back. So it's 360 degrees. Breathe in. So you feel some swell under your fingers. As you breathe out, tilt your pubic bone towards you. You'll feel your t-shirt, your trousers lower down. They might press into the mat. And then as you breathe in, roll up again. So it's rolling away and it becomes a bit more spacious under here. Depends on your spine shape. Might be a lot of room, put a hand under, or it might be quite flat. It's just the way everybody is. We're all different. And just keep rolling between those two positions. And the movement's coming with your breath. As you breathe out, you get this tension in the belly. As you breathe in, you automatically want to make space. We're not trying to tighten the bottom to do this. We're not squeezing here or anything. Just coming from this area. And one more like this. And then let it rest between both those positions. So you're neither really arched at the back, you're not really flat and tucking under and lifting your bottom up. And then take your hands out a little wider. Imagine a tray, circular tray with an edge and a marble on the tray. Take it round in circles. Close your eyes. See how close to the edge you can get it, how smooth you can get it. And you've picked the easy direction. So let's reverse it and take it to the harder direction. Maybe you need to go slow. And just really imagine that marble going right around the edge. And then let it find a place in the center of the tray. You might need to roll it from one side to the other or backwards and forwards, but you're just trying to find right in the middle. Leave it there. The tray disappears. Arms down by your sides. We're going to take our one arm backwards and then bring it down. It's the only thing that's moving. Nothing here. Back doesn't change. So there's a bit of tension here to stop that sort of thing happening. And the arms go as wide as you want them to. So they don't need to go close to your ears. If your shoulder needs more space, I think on my left side, I'm quite sore in this shoulder. It definitely needs more space. Now we're going to try and swap them over in mid-air. So there's a little scissor moment. That's it. And just keep them moving. You might get a little touchdown. I'm getting a touchdown as they come forwards. I'm not getting it at the back today. And then we're going to bring a leg up. So let's take them to one of those positions and hold it. Breathe in. And then we're going to take one leg up. Just hold it there. And just keep the arms moving. I was going to say legs moving. The arms moving. And keep breathing. No special breath pattern, just breathing. And then pause again. Take it down. Bring the other one up. And get those arms moving. That's it. And then take arms down, legs down, arms up, palms facing. Let the shoulders go down on the floor and let your arms start to spread like you're just about to hold a massive ball. That's it. Even bigger. And then close it up until those arms are straight. Spreading out. Feel your shoulders go down. Let it get wider. There's a great big ball and your arms are expanding just to hold it, a bit like the blue one that's behind my head. I'm not going to demonstrate with it. It's a little heavy to be lifting at the moment. And we'll go again. Just go into the place that's right for you. You might go so much that your arms want to go completely outwards. And then bring your hands up. Start pushing those arms in and upwards. Last one. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, shoulders spread, arms spread out. And this time take them down to the ground, palms downwards. They don't have to be as high as this. They can be a little lower. And just let the legs have a rock. That's it. And then we're going to take the legs wider. I'm going as wide as the mat. Dip down one knee. So this is the knee I'm dipping down. This one just goes wherever it wants to go. So it might go right downwards, it might stay fairly upwards. It depends what's going on here for you. This is the one we're really interested in. So this one just needs to be comfortable. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, think about your back starting to stick to the floor, this lower bit of back, like it's magnetic and it's attracted to the mat. Rolling to the other side. This is the knee I'm dipping. Other leg, just going to make it comfortable. I'm going to walk mine out a bit further. That feels good. That's it. Breath in. Breath out. We're going to swap over again. Think about that dipping. And I'm going to turn my head opposite direction. Roll it back. Swap over. That's it. And roll back to the center. Heel toe your feet in. We're going to roll onto our side. You might need a cushion to support your head. I know I'm going to like a cushion. And we're going right on our side. You can see I'm moving backwards because I'm trying to line myself up with my mat. So my head, back, bottom, feet are in line with the vertical line of the mat. And then I'm going to make my legs long and slightly forward. So I'm very slight sort of boomerang position. The angle is here and it should feel a bit wobbly. Feet are together. We're going to bring both legs up together. I've got my hands just supporting me like little tripod fingers. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, legs come up together. Squeeze them together. They don't need to go up, right up here. They just need to come slightly off the floor and then take them down. Breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in as they come down. Out as they go up. In as they come down. Out as they go up. In as they come down. Bend your legs. Move that bottom arm forwards. And just start to stroke along your inner arm. Tune into the sensation. Just rocking the body. Rolling your head. So just using the roundness of the back of the head, closing your eyes if you want to. You might roll a little further and that elbow comes back more. Your legs can open a little as you lean back. That's it. Last one. You might open all the way up. Oh, feels like I melted. And then bring it back. Options now, either to push yourself up and turn yourself around, which is what I'm going to do for the other side, or just roll away from me, maybe on the mat, and repeat. But let me take you through it. So I'm getting myself in line. How you support here could be like this, like that. You can even do it like that if it's comfortable, propping your head up. Go for that long vertical line first. Try not to flash my midriff too much. And take the legs forwards together. It's like a little pike position. So like a very gentle boomerang. And the angle is just here. So we've got a straight bit and another straight bit. Feet on top of each other. You can really try and sneak them down so the top toes are on top of the underneath toes. Breath in. Breath out, up come the legs. Breath in as they go down and the legs come up. Now what's happening with this hand as we're doing this? Can you maybe take it off? You might take it up and down as the legs go up and down. You might think, I don't need it there. I might put it at the side here. Or you could have it up in the air. Maybe one more. And then bend your legs, bring your feet back, arm forwards, hand on top, sliding. you can stay here. So the hands just slide, reminds me of the start of the class, the havening. Or you can slide further back and just see where you roll. Remember the legs, they can open up. You can close your eyes. You can take that elbow further back. You can open the arm out. Feel like I'm disappearing under the sofa. Last one coming up. And then bring yourself back to your side. We're going to push our hands into the floor to bring us up. Bring yourself to sitting. If you've got a cushion there, you can use it to sit on. Any position that's comfortable. We're going to work our hands circling your thumbs, like you're trying to draw circles with them. And we're looking at the base of the thumb. Draw the circles with that. Both directions. And then circling each finger. Fingers are staying straight or straightish, both directions. And you may get clunks and clicks. You may have a lot of stiffness, but they all need some movement. And they might be that, you know, one finger doesn't respond as quickly as the other. My little fingers are the hardest ones. That's it. And then giving all the fingers a wiggle. We're going to touch the tip of our finger, the tip of the thumb, trying to make a circle or a C shape if they won't meet. But just trying to get that curve and roundness. And there's that little sparky moment when they touch. And then letting them ping and spread apart. Close your eyes. Just tune into the sensation. And go through them maybe one more time, working out the little finger. And then rub your hands together. Place your hands over your eyes. Eyes are closed. Pat this area gently, blink your eyes open. Stroke down your face. Onto your neck, shoulders maybe. And then take your hands out by the sides, breath in, fingers together, bring them into your chest, heart center. Give yourselves a clap, well done. Really mindful today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you love the rest of the Mind Space Week with Virtual Village Hall. I'm not here next week. There's a special class going on next week for menopause awareness. So do check in for that and I'll be back in a couple of weeks. See you soon.